It is a privilege to be able to honor two of the most exciting rookies to come into the NBA in a long time. On behalf of Schick, it gives me great pleasure to present the Schick Rookie of the Year Award to Jason Kidd and Grant Hill.
The announcement made official. We know the Hall of Fame class of 2018, headlined by the likes of Jason Kidd and Grant Hill.
Jason, thanks for having us in your lavish home here. You know, we are forever really linked as you think about our game. We came in the league together, Rookie of the Year together. We retired within 48 hours of each other. And now we're going into the Hall of Fame in the same class. And so we're forever linked. And I'm sorry about that.
No, I'm honored. No, you should probably say, man, I got to go in with Jason, of all people. No. But I'm very honored that, you know, from when we were at AAU to that last bus stop, to be able to be in your presence. So
I appreciate it. Well, the feeling's mutual, and I just can't believe it, man. This means, like, time has gone by fast.
We're old.
Yeah, we are definitely old. 1989. You were at Princeton's Nike camp, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the only time that we ever played together. And I remember you, obviously throughout your career, known for a lot of things, but also one of the main things is facilitating and finding people.
That was it.
But I don't remember you passing me the ball at night.
Oh, no. I think you already had the magic in you, where you got the rebound, and you just went. Okay. And then all of a sudden you'd be on the rim dunking, and then I would be over there clapping, saying, that's my guy.
We always played against each other from that moment on, and missed.
Oh, you were in the AAU, you were in the DC, you were rolling.
You were a Slammer Jam?
I was at the California team. You killed us.
We played y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, see, okay.
My record against you was like maybe 1 in 20.
Okay, all right, whatever. Whatever, man. Well, I know the one you got.
Well, that's why I said 1.
The three-peat is about over. Cal wins it.
I remember from that Duke-Cal game, you guys came out right away, and it was like there was no fear, there was no Duke mystique, and it was kind of like, we're going to punch you guys in the face early. And it was almost like, okay, look, we got a dog fight. We got a dog fight here. And then I remember you just, your energy, like the way you played and just how you seemed to be everywhere. Wherever the ball was, wherever a play needed to be made, your hands were involved in that. That's what blew me away. Like, this guy, man, he's unreal.
Everybody talks about us winning, right? But I always try to remind people that Bobby Hurley was kicking my butt.
Yeah, good game.
He did.
No, I mean, you both played well. Bobby.
He was the high picker. There was nothing we could do. There was nothing. He was torturing us.
Bobby had a good game. And you know who had a good game for him? You obviously played great and made big plays on both ends of the floor, but Lamont Murray. Oh, he kicked my butt. Let me tell you that. I didn't even know who he was before the game. Before the game, I didn't know who Lamont Murray was. We're coming in, Thomas Hill, me, we got the flat tops, we're 2-time champs. And Lamont Murray, I think he might have thrown an alley-oop to him early. This sounds like an excuse, but I did have a broken toe. And I had surgery after that, maybe a month after that game.
In game 1, when we beat LSU, I think Coach Brown was, in the press conference, and someone asked him, I think, does Cal even have a chance? And he goes, there's no way. And, for us to hear that, we were like, okay, no one believes that we have a chance, but if we believe in each other, like, we're no punks. Like, we're not scared. Right. But we are going against the best. Right. And so we're going against the champs. And I think sometimes when you do play the best, you want to play your best. And that point, there was no speech that Ty Bozeman said. It was about playing and showing that we could play on the West Coast. And we're going against the champs. And so we knew that we couldn't show any weakness early on, or you guys were just going to run away with it. And that was the whole, I think, the game plan. Keep this thing close. Because if we can, then, you know, anything can happen. And it got close, and it was close during the end, and we made some free throws.
It was a classic sort of NCAA tournament game.
Yeah, it was.
Of course, we were on the wrong side, but it was one of those, you know, after the game, I don't think at that age I sort of had this perspective, but you knew it was a classic. You knew it was a great game. That was a huge game. Obviously, it was almost like you were already well-known nationally, high school player of the year, but it was almost like it just like thrusted you on this national stage. It just seemed like after that, I saw you everywhere the next year. And you throwing passes.
Well, I had Lamont still, I had Monty, so I still had some of the guys that we had on that team that got lucky against Duke. But I thought, you know, again, my craft never changed. I just tried to figure out how to get better at it. And that was to, you know, take chances with some passes that normally guys wouldn't take.
Well, I'll say this. I have not been back to the Rosemont Horizon since. And I refuse to go back. I think my first year, I was fortunate that I got off to a really good start.
Yes, you did.
And I remember like the first 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, you rolling.
I was calling my boys like, man, this is easy, man. Like, you know, but I felt like, you know, you started to gain momentum and just, you know, I might have started strong, but you really finished strong.